All right, back at it on Alex Garrett Podcasting. Is podcasting art? Because I was listening to Finishing the Hat, a song in Sunday in the Park with George. Fitting, because today is Sunday, right? And I hope that you've had a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thanks, Andy Gladding, for the hangout tonight on his deck with with Matt Zambolin and a couple other colleagues tonight. Very cool. But before that, I finished the hat known as Camp CUNY. Yes, went back for day 2 of the camp. And let me tell you something. It did not disappoint. What you're about to hear are interviews with Team USA Paralympian wheelchair basketball captain Steve Serio. You're about to hear Remy, the big 3-point shooter for Team CUNY. And Crystal of the women's team also interviewed today as they give their reaction to day 2 of Camp CUNY. Well, he was rolling so fast back at Hostos College. I didn't get a chance to catch up to him as the Rolling Knicks, but here he is, Steve Serio, the Paralympic captain for wheelchair basketball, Team USA, and a Viscardi honoree, by the way. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
But what do you think of today's CUNY camp day 2?
Man, to have a presence here in New York at CUNY is really kind of a humbling experience for me. I started playing wheelchair basketball maybe 20 years ago, and I never would have thought that there'd be so much buy-in from the CUNY program. I'm so grateful that the investment into the Paralympics adaptive sport community is really ripe here, and I know that the future is incredibly bright for this program.
It is cool. I'm a CUNY graduate from Queens College, actually, so this is my alma mater, and to see it evolve like this is really cool. But you've been around the world, obviously, with Team USA. What's the reaction been to wheelchair basketball? Are people picking up to this?
You know, wheelchair basketball is probably the most prolific adaptive sport that we have all throughout the world. It's one of those it's one of the more inclusive sports that able bodies and people with disabilities can be on the same court together. And we really can show that when we're provided with the right tools and the right support, we can kind of discover the athlete within each of us. And I know that I've done that through wheelchair basketball, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next generation do that here at CUNY.
Well, I'd love to get you for a longer interview at some point, so let's stay in touch. And Steve, thanks so much.
No worries, thanks.
Well, Team CUNY fans might want to hear from this guy, Remy. Remy is back on the court, and for day 2 of Camp CUNY. What was it like today for you, sir?
It was an amazing experience. Having all the new campers here, practicing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed teaching. I enjoyed playing. So it was a beautiful day. You know, I'm sure people wondering, are you keeping on that 3-point shot? How's your regimen been this year, this offseason? Well, this year's been pretty tough. I had a death in the family. My grandmother passed away.
Oh.
So we had to, so I'm just started getting back into the flow of things.
My condolences, by the way.
Thank you. But, the 3-pointer is still here. I know Ryan's going to have us train throughout the beginning of the season, throughout the August month, so I think we're going to be ready.
All right, as a veteran of this team at this point, though, you see the younger kids and possibly being recruited here. What's it like coaching them, seeing them go through the motions here at this camp?
It's an amazing experience. Actually, bring me back to when I first started playing wheelchair basketball and learning the mechanics, and actually seeing it on the court. Once you get on the court, it's amazing.
Well, as the season unfolds, I'm going to have you on for a longer period of time, all right? But thanks for this little bit from the camp today. Well, we have sort of an underspoken, because I don't really hear much from her outside of the court, Crystal. She's sort of the quiet warrior on the court, but here she is now on my podcast. Crystal, what's up? How did you like the camp day 2?
Camp day 2 was great. We had the kids run some chair skills, passing drills. It was just great to see them out there. It's a great learning experience. It's a great opportunity that I had to coach.
Well, this is the first time that I've seen you guys since Texas. So what are the expectations like? Where does CUNY go after this little camp here?
Hopefully this year we have a better season, and we get out there and just do our thing. Over the summer, we hope to develop some of our skills and play at a higher level.
And then your regimen through the summer, how have you been keeping in shape and keeping up with all this?
Just going out, practicing every day on the court with the team and without the team. Just making sure I keep up my stamina so I can get out on the court and play as hard as I can.
Obviously, going to Nationals first year was a big deal, but I know you guys want to top that this year.
Yes. More than just going to nationals this year, we hope to win some games. So that'll be great.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks so much. And here comes the fall at this point, right?
Yes, I'm so excited
We'll
about
be in
it.
touch. I'm Alex Garrett from Camp CUNY, Day 2. Oh, and don't forget Ryan Martin as well. As promised, Day 2 at CUNY Adaptive's Camp CUNY, if you will, with Ryan Martin, head coach. Ryan, Day 2, what were your thoughts?
I really liked how the athletes competed. The first day there's always a lot of energy, but then you add the second day, and it's warm. People get tired, but I thought they went through drills really well, and really we tried to emphasize kind of the fundamentals and some building blocks, and so I was impressed with the way the athletes have kind of stayed with it over the 2 days.
And you said there were 14, 16 hours of basketball the last couple of days here?
Yeah, we crammed in a lot of basketball. It's only, obviously it's only a 2-day schedule, but the idea was to, really kind of have a higher level curriculum with what we were doing. And, it's kind of a compliment to the various junior programs where these athletes are playing at, because, there wasn't a lot of, teaching of new concepts. It was more of refining, understanding of concepts.
I never asked you this, but I know you have a foundation as well. Go into that real quick while I have you.
Yeah, so I started my own nonprofit when I was playing overseas for a living, and started doing youth camps and have done some veteran camps under the umbrella of our foundation. And so it's my foundation, but really it's the numerous other folks behind the scenes who make that go, right? I'm just the one out in front, but kind of the same mission, just to provide adaptive sports and let kids learn to use adaptive sports as a vehicle for other things.
We'll obviously get into this as the fall rolls around, because this is the last time we're going to see each other, obviously.
Sure, until like September here.
Yeah, well, and I want on that note real quick, for Team CUNY fans, people like Chris Rose out there who follows everything we're doing, what's next? Like, where does Team CUNY go after the camp?
Yeah, so we'll start to bring the students, back on campus for like individual workouts, and then we'll start preseason and dive right into it. So real excited for year 2, because year 1 was kind of like a hurry up and go with all the different COVID protocols. So now it's an opportunity for us to kind of see how good our year-round program is, our off-season conditioning program, and then also to welcome in some new recruits that I'm really excited to bring on to campus as well.
We'll look forward to that. Ryan Martin, thanks so much as always, and
my pleasure.
Have a great rest of your summer, whatever's left of it, right?
Thank you. Likewise, Alex. Thank you.
Hey, thanks to all who joined the last few days, whether it was Malkeet, Shane, we had Steve Serio today, Crystal, Chris, Remy, all of you made these 2 days fantastic, and really looking forward to this in the fall. And, of course, on Alex Garrett Podcasting, we're always adapting. Stay tuned.